All right.
All right.
It's Foolish Fridays.
That's right. I forgot that's what we called it.
Yes. I don't know if we've ever called it that before, but
I recall something like
Yeah.
some kind of alliteration happening.
yes. All right. Last week we freed this ghost bride from some sort of curse. And it seemed like, based on the act title, we're gonna have another fetch quest of some sort.
So,
Yeah, probably.
Abigail. May I call you Abigail? Why did you try to kill me? Come to think of it, why did you try to kill me twice? Were you under Rackham's evil spell when you threw me from the balcony and dragged me into the spirit pool?
No, that was me. It took a lot of energy to escape the spell. Those were the only times I've ever managed to do it. But it needed to be done.
So you tried to kill me on purpose?
I wasn't trying to kill you, Murphy. When you came into the house, I knew what you were trying to do. Summoning the ghosts. And in doing that, you'd free Rackham. I was trying to stop you, to save everybody.
I was the threat?
And pulling you into the spirit pool? Once you'd done that damned foolish deed, I knew we needed you in the house to fix it. So I brought you here. I was never trying to kill you.
Oh, I see. I guess we had a slight misunderstanding. What were those faces I saw through the broken glass?
Those are the faces I've seen every minute of every hour of every day for the last 33 years. Those are his punishment. I don't know how he does it, but it's like he can control your dreams and your nightmares. He can manifest images in your mind that don't exist, no matter how much you want to stop them.
Nightmares? So he's the one that the locals have seen wandering the house.
He was the only one who could, but until now, he could never leave the house, only manifest projections of himself beyond the estate.
Like appearing to Dr. Moray as Aloha?
That's right. Rackham was never a lower, but he knew Moray would fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. And now look what it's led to.
You're free now. You can stop Rackham.
No, Murphy, Rackham's magic is strong. You may have broken the spell for now, but what he said was true. I don't know how long I can hold out before the curse takes hold of me again, but it will happen. I can already hear them laughing.
What are we going to do?
I have a plan, but I need you to carry it out for me. You need to finish what you started, Murphy. You need to find the treasure of Belmore Manor. Rackham's looking for it too. You'll need to get there first.
What's so important about the treasure?
What do you think the treasure is, Murphy?
$13 million? Unaccounted for and unclaimed?
No, Murphy. The treasure is much more insidious than that. $13 million is just what my brothers spent trying to contain it. Listen carefully. I need you to know something. Do you want to know what the treasure of Belmore Manor really is?
Is it friendship?
If it's told to us through song.
My brothers meant the world to me, and I missed them dearly every time they sailed away into the Caribbean. On one fateful voyage, they'd anchored in a lagoon to replenish supplies. There was a man there, so thin and weak he looked like a skeleton. He beckoned them along the beach, led them into a cave, and showed them an unfathomable pile of gold, coins, goblets, jewelry, the riches of 1,000 looted ships, topped by a wooden coffin. That coffin held a treasure more valuable than the rest put together. The skeletal man saw a shell from the beach in the hand of my eldest brother, and offered to make a trade, for he knew that the item within the coffin could not be given away. It could only be bought, or traded, or inherited. The deal done, my brothers loaded up their ship and set sail for the nearest port. But when the dockhands opened the coffin, they fled and refused to return. Inside was a black stone that seemed to glow green from within. The locals knew a legend of a terrifying pirate captain who wielded such a black stone, able to make any who resisted his demands collapse dead before him. But that had been 2 centuries ago. Surely the pirate captain should have been long dead. My brothers put so much into researching the stone, scouring the Caribbean, conducting scientific experiments, meeting experts of the occult. And it all led to one terrible discovery. The Coffin Stone was a cursed artifact, able to destroy a person's spirit and steal the remaining years of their life for the stone's possessor. That pirate captain, who had ransacked ships by stealing the life of anyone who dared to oppose him, was now cursed to live out every year he stole, withering and weakening without dying. My brothers sealed the stone in a vault beneath Belmore Manor. 3 keys were required to open it. My brothers each took one, vowing never to allow the stone to work its evil power. But one person disagreed.
Who could that be?
He had seen the stone and
This.
knew what it could do. The ship's first officer, Rackham. And now, he'll stop at nothing to get it, murdering my brothers, enslaving me, and killing you.
This isn't quite the treasure I expected to find.
Murphy, the treasure isn't $13 million. All that money went into researching the stone and then sealing it away where no one would find it. This fireplace is the entrance to the vault where it's hidden. You see the keyholes concealed in the mantle? We'll need my brother's keys to open it.
And I guess finding the keys is where I come in? What if we just leave it sealed up? Hide the keys so Rackham can never find it?
He will find it. I don't know how long it will take, but eventually he'll find it. And I won't be able to resist the curse for that long. I need you to find those keys tonight, before the wedding.
How do I even start looking for your brothers?
You need to speak to Madame Planchette. She helped my brothers years ago, and now she might be able to help us, too.
Who's Madame Planchette?
An old friend of the family my brothers brought to our house to help them. Some people call her
Oh,
the
the-
Parlor
Yeah,
Witch.
the witch like was mentioned last
Mhm.
week. Oh,
Oh my gosh, the door's opening.
What will Rackham do if he gets control of the Coffin Stone?
Rackham fears the judgment of death more than anything. The stone will allow him to return to flesh and blood and remain here in the mortal realm for as long as he keeps taking people's lives.
He'll keep murdering people?
Exactly. And it's easy to know his first targets. Once he has the stone, there's an entire household of lives right here, ready for him to steal, including yours and mine.
He can steal life from ghosts?
The explosion may have interrupted things, but the spirits here still hold the years of life they're owed. They may never be able to use them, but Rackham will.
This house really needs its wiring looked into.
Oh no,
What's wrong?
the spell. It's coming over me again. Listen, as much as it frightens me to say it, I think Rackham might be right. Everything I do is making it harder for me to resist the spell. I don't know if I'll be able to break out of it again. I need you to do this for me, Murphy.
I will, just tell me what to do.
Madame Planchette will be the first step of 3 journeys you'll need to undertake. 1 for each of my brothers, each finished only by reclaiming their key and placing it in this fireplace.
I won't stop until I've done it, Abigail. I will beat Rackham to the treasure.
For all our sakes, I hope you're right.
I was on my own again, baffled by the situation I'd gotten myself into. The $13 million, the whole reason I traveled to the island and then quit my job, was gone. I had every desire to wait until sunrise and get that taxi back off the island just like I'd planned.
Yeah,
free
just
of
leave.
magic, free of ghosts, and free of the very real possibility that I'd be joining them. But heck, plans change. And now there was someone I needed to see.
Your former boss to beg for your job back.
Yeah.
May I help you?
Excuse my intrusion. Abigail Belmore told me to find you. She said you may be able to help me find her brothers.
Murphy McCallan, come in, come in. Sit yourself down and let me introduce myself. I am Madame Planchette, psychic medium, soothsayer of the supernatural, forecaster of fortunes. And you're the one who caused all these troubles. Am I right?
Things kinda got away from me.
And now, we need to get them under control. Now, how precisely can I help you?
I need to talk to Abigail's 3 brothers. Can we cast a summoning spell again to speak to their ghosts?
I'm afraid not, Murphy. The ghosts of Belmore Manor could only be summoned because our spirits were trapped here and hadn't moved on to the spirit realm. The Belmore brothers were murdered months before the wedding. Each has long since moved on, however reluctantly. It's very rare for someone to come back from the other side. It can happen, but I don't think there is much chance of that here.
How can we make contact with the three brothers?
We need to conduct a seance for each of the brothers, a way to contact them in the spirit realm and learn how and where they were killed. But each spirit is attuned differently. I will need you to gather some objects in order to contact them.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What do we need to contact Yardley Belmore?
Yardley was a man of leisure, accustomed to the finer things in life. As his portrait shows, we must read tea leaves to contact him. You must bring me a used teacup.
What do we need to contact Xavier Belmore?
Xavier was a man of the world, a traveler across the globe. As in his portrait, it is a globe that we will need to contact him, but one made of glass, a crystal ball.
What do we need to contact Cecil Belmore?
Cecil was a man of letters, skilled with the written word. Like the papers you see in his portrait, to contact him, you must bring me a spirit board, a sheet of letters through which Cecil may communicate.
How can I find those seance items when I can't even leave the house? I don't even know what's trapping me here.
That would be Abigail.
Abigail is keeping me trapped in the house?
She was. A last desperate act to keep you here and free her from Rackham's curse. Return to the front doors, Murphy, and they will now open for you. Scour the island, search the manor, and bring those 3 items back to me, and we can begin to locate the 3 brothers.
I'll start looking right away.
Good luck. And hurry. Rackham will soon know what you're trying to do. And unlike the other ghosts here, his powers are no longer confined to the house. Just one more thing before you go. I have something that may help you.
A gun.
A necklace? What can I do with this?
Return it to whom it belongs. Now go. You do not have much time, and yet the mysteries of our entire island await.
It was time to test what Madame Planchette had told me, and see if I really could leave the house. So it was true. Right now I was living my very own ghost story, with a household of people who needed my help and a villainous phantom who had to be stopped. With Belmore Manor unlocked, the entirety of the house and island were now mine to explore. Somewhere out there were the Belmore brothers' 3 keys. My first task, to gather a crystal ball, a spirit board, and some tea leaves.
It'd be funny if there was an option to just leave the island and the credits rolled early.
It was a handmade necklace of a wooden compass broken in 2.
Mm-hmm.
The other half of that necklace.
Yeah.
Visit all our locations, see if anything's changed.
Oh, chicken's over on the rocks now.
Chicken, don't jump.
Yeah, don't do it, chicken. You have so much to cluck for.
I'd bothered the chicken enough.
Sure.
The chicken exuded an air of confidence and rebellion. I liked that in a chicken.
Okay.
Look like much has changed in here.
I tried the door, but it was locked. Each of the electric cables in the room emanated from a metal panel by the upstairs door.
I guess we can check to see if the puppet show's now active.
Yeah.
See what the old Spirit Queen's up to?
Uh-oh.
Oh, the
My
dock's
trek
oh,
through
looks
the
like
bayou
it's
was
sunk.
easier on the return. My destination glowed green through the bald cypress trees. And then I saw why. The Spirit Queen was now a smoldering wreck, the embers of the green fire still glowing from within.
Telegrams.
Telegrams I'd thrown away were still bobbing along the surface of the bayou. I wondered if I could reach the telegrams.
Oh,
that
that's
answered that.
Topless.
It was the kind of water that made you question every ripple. Was it the breeze or something hungry? It was an aging water tower used to replenish the steam engine aboard the riverboat. I jiggled the handle, but the door was locked.
Sorry about your.
The green fire had reduced the Spirit
Yeah.
Queen to a charred wreck, the embers still glowing from within.
There wasn't anything we needed out there.
Yeah. No, we probably soft locked ourselves.
Returning to St. Juniper's Church, it was clear by the illuminated windows and the repetitive hum of a newly placed generator that the Rum Runners had made themselves at home. Against the church wall, a gasoline generator puttered away, with cables running into the church through a shattered window.
Get a cup of tea from these guys.
Yeah.
Musket! Did you hear that?
Will you stop twitching, Morris? You're making me nervous.
Sorry, boss. I just don't know if we should be doing this.
Doing what?
Using a church for morally dubious activities. Theology lays out pathways and guidelines to keep us on the moral road to righteousness.
Did one of those barrels hit you on the head, Morris? Quit your belly aching. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm getting the spooks, boss. This church has a lot of dead people. What if they don't like us being in here?
Is that what you're worried about? Ghosts ain't real. Now hush up about it.
I don't
Finally,
know,
someone
boss.
talking
The
some
scientific
sense.
consensus on paranormal activity still seems to be inconclusive. I read a book about it last week, and it's really giving me the heebie-jeebies.
What have I told you about
reading,
reading?
yeah.
It's no good for you.
Yeah.
Gives you delusions of grandeur and indigestion.
Sorry, boss.
Just for the sake of argument, this book you was reading. What did it say about ghosts?
It said that there are 3 signs for detecting paranormal activity.
Sounds like he's going to be
What's
important.
the first sign?
First, the temperature drops as the ghost's presence descends upon the locality.
Well then, until we start getting the chills, there ain't nothing to worry about.
An electric fan blew air across to the Rum Runners as they struggled with the Louisianan humidity. Turning the fan off would have alerted the Rum Runners to my presence.
Talk to
If
them.
the Rum Runners realized I was inside their hideout, it wouldn't have impacted well on my preference for being alive.
Might be friendly.
Perhaps I could mess with them. Psst.
Did you hear that, boss?
We must be imagining things. What did you say the first sign of paranormal activity was?
A drop in temperature, boss.
Okay, so first we need to find some way to cool things off.
Yeah. Turn on the air conditioning.
Yeah.
Oh,
A rusty tin can sat on the ground. Its label read, Bloom's Canned Beef, family-sized. Appetizing.
I do hear somebody shoveling, so maybe that's where the grave digger is.
Now that I'd looked upon the lifeless face of Comptroller Grimes, it didn't feel appropriate to give his coffin a wiggle.
Did we ever use the jack we got here?
I don't think so. There it is.
Good evening, Edgar.
Ah, blast it. Not again. I go all night as the only one in this cemetery with a pulse. Then here you are bringing me 2 steps closer to losing it. What do you want now?
Just taking a look around. It's peaceful here.
It was.
What are you digging?
I thought the cemetery could do with a swimming pool. Put out some deck chairs, maybe a tiki bar. What do you think I'm digging? Another grave.
Who's this one for?
Reginald Goff. He was the state executioner in the next parish over.
How did he die?
His last convict was a bit nervous about being executed by the electric chair. When Goff asked him if he had any final requests, the convict asked if he could hold his hand for support.
Shocking.
Then I've got Marigold McGee to deal with before I can clock off. That'll be a headache.
What's so difficult about Marigold McGee?
She asked for her remains to be scattered across the island.
That doesn't seem so bad.
The problem is she didn't want to be cremated.
Oops.
Oh, God.
Oof.
The ghost stories are real.
Well, I don't want to hear them. I don't like to think about ghosts.
Why not?
Because they'd be bad for business. I have my work cut out here with the dead as it is. Imagine if they came back asking for a refund.
Has the cemetery been here long?
This cemetery is the whole reason Devil's Rock is populated. Back when the mainland was first settled, they used to ship off the bodies of undesirables to be buried here. The criminals and paupers. St. Juniper's Church up on the hill was one of the first structures here, along with the fort. So that's what this place became. A cemetery island. A place where only Beelzebub himself would take the bodies that were interred in its soil. The Devil's Rock.
Creepy. I think the Rum Runners are using the church as a hideout.
What do you want me to do about it? My job description says I deal with the outside. It's the vicar's responsibility to take care of the inside. I'm just contracted for the grounds and the graves.
Do you know what happened to the vicar of St. Juniper's Church?
Foskett was his name. Disappeared along with everyone else at the manor during the Belmore
Oh, yeah.
wedding.
Did you get
Spoke
along
to
with him?
No, miserable guy he was. Fortunately, we came to an understanding.
An understanding?
Let's just say that one night, I might have witnessed a certain clergyman through the vestry window. Off his head on communion wine, wearing a crinoline over his cassock, singing, "We three kings of Jackson Square, selling stockings a nickel a pair." He couldn't look me in the eye after that. The only way we communicated was through notes on the parish bulletin board. And that's the way I liked it.
There's a dead body over at Belmore Manor hanging from a tree.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
Shouldn't you bury it?
If it manages to wander its way over here, I'll bury it. Until then, I'm not stepping foot onto the Belmore estate. I've heard the stories about the Phantom, and I'm not risking my shut-eye to rescue a cadaver from a tree like some stuck kitten.
Do you know who the hanged man is?
Beats me. But from what I've heard, it's been there ever since that wedding night.
I best be running along.
Goodbye.
Embedded into the stony hillside was a large, intricately carved crypt with a decorative geometric pattern on its stone doors.
It's definitely going to be a puzzle. at some
I couldn't see any way to open the crypt door. Not a doorknob, not a keyhole. Whoever sealed this up intended to seal it up for good.
All right, let's steal this car.
Yeah.
Oh, we can steal the car.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we can lock the horn.
I didn't need to drive the car.
But I think how fun it would be.
Yeah.
Get these guys out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we'll do something with the car. See if anything's changed. Fort. That cat's still around. Still closed.
Yeah.
The barrel had tipped to the
Yeah,
floor,
that's right.
scattering gunpowder across the stone slabs.
Space.
I jiggled the gate, but it wasn't going to open. If pirates and the colonial powers of Western Europe weren't able to get into the fort uninvited, I wasn't about to either. Blocking my entrance into the fort was a sturdy iron gate. Tide was still high as I returned to
Here's
the
a new
Causeway
person.
Beach,
Yeah.
while the sands were now the purlieu of a rather strange gentleman jabbing at the rocks with a walking stick. The wiry man was diligently searching the beach, looking like the awkward love child of Sherlock Holmes and a praying mantis.
Quite a description of a human being.
Careful where you step.
The mines.
Look,
Seen
another
that
one.
before.
Another what?
A pebble. Don't step on them.
There are pebbles all over this beach. There's not many places I could stand that don't have them.
But they could be important.
My name's Murphy McCallan. Nice to meet you.
Oh, yes. Hello. Pleased to meet you. I'm Muffy Carlyle.
Wait, I think I've heard of you. Doesn't your family run a banking firm in New York?
That's the one. Are you familiar with the Carlyle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
Actually, the reason I remembered you was because I was amazed the owner had a son named Muffy.
It's a nickname. Nanny gave it to me because my ears were always cold.
What's so important about the pebbles?
It's not the pebbles themselves. It's what's inside them.
What's inside the pebbles?
Dinosaurs.
I'm sorry. I think I'm missing something here. You think there are dinosaurs living inside the rocks?
Not living. They're extinct. So I've been told. But skulls, bones, fossils.
Oh, you're a fossil hunter?
That's right. But this beach seems terrible for them.
Why is this beach terrible for fossil hunting?
Too many people wandering across here. The place has been picked dry. I need somewhere secluded. A beach no one ever goes to. Are you from around here? Do you know anywhere like that?
I'm afraid I don't.
Well, do let me know if you find anywhere. I'd pay a pretty penny to go somewhere with potential.
Have you found many fossils before?
Only one. It was in our flower garden. At the summer house, actually.
Fascinating. Where did you find it?
In a plant pot.
A plant pot? Shouldn't it have been in the ground?
Yes. Nanny told me she planted it there for me to find.
Oh.
Couldn't stand the look of disappointment on my face.
Oh, this was when you were a child.
No, last week.
Oh, Muffy.
Have you been out here long?
Just a couple of hours. Rufus dropped me off just after supper.
Dropped you off, but the causeway is flooded over.
I didn't come via the causeway. I got here on the yacht.
You have a boat?
The Plucky Plesiosaur. I named it myself.
Do you work for your father's company too?
That's right. I'm Executive Director of New Initiatives.
And what exactly does that entail?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But Papa does say it requires me to be out of the office as much as humanly possible. Muffy, he tells me, if I have to see your face around here, I'll end up moving to Tibet and joining a monastery. So even if I'm not sure exactly what my job is, clearly it is very important.
Well, good luck with your search.
I'll never give up. That's the dinosaur way.
Sure is.
Jeff's over here clutching his pearls about proper corpse
Picked up the
disposal.
vacuum
Yeah.
flask from the portable table.
I'll ask you.
It was an empty vacuum flask, used to insulate drinks so they stayed hot or cold.
Hole in
The book
flask.
was just one of an assortment of items set up on a folding table, apparently useful in the beachcomber searching. I glanced at the book's cover and was more than surprised to read the title, Dunstan the Dinosaur, above a drawing of a bulbous yellow triceratops walking on two legs and wearing a bowler hat.
That's delightful. Okay.
Muffy, you have a yacht. We
continued
can
on
get
at
out
Dead
of here.
Metal, its citizens oblivious to the supernatural struggle happening on the far side of the island. Even with their predilection for local legend, I doubted they'd believe me if I told them. A fishing net had been stretched between two poles to dry, and then clearly forgotten about.
Talk to Ned.
Ned.
Well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? I didn't think I'd be seeing you again, Mac. I thought you'd be swimming back to the mainland. Or, well, swimming with the fishes. How's the auditing going?
Well, I quit my job.
You quit? I thought that was the whole reason you were here in the first place.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Why you doing this, Mac? Don't you have a family you need to get back to? Away from the ghost stories?
I don't have any family. I never have. I was found.
Found?
As a baby, I was left on the doorstep of an orphanage with just a blanket and a piece of paper with my name on it. Growing up, I always felt alone, like I was missing someone who loved me. The last orphanage I was in was above a bookstore called Eerie Echoes, and I used to pick up the dime novels that got thrown out at the end of each month. My favorites were always the scary ones.
Why did you like the scary stories so much?
I felt like if I could read the scariest story I could find, it would make my life at the time seem a little less scary by comparison.
That's heartbreaking, Mac.
That's why I'm still here. I always wanted to be in one of those stories, and now I am. I don't have much of a past, but this is a chance to make myself a future.
Well, I hope you find what you're searching for. But don't say I didn't warn you.
I think I might know what happened at Belmore Manor on the night of the disappearance.
I've told you, Mac. I don't want to hear no more about it.
But I think I know who the Phantom is.
Murphy, don't even say the name. I've seen that aberration once, and that was enough. I saw those faces laughing at me every night for months. I won't go through that again.
Ned's fear was real. I can only imagine what 3 decades of those faces would do to a person. Do you remember the Belmore Trading Company ever unloading a coffin at these docks?
You know, now that you mention it, that does ring a bell. Yeah, back when I first started out, the Belmore's flagship, the SS Mysterium, came back into port a few days late, and Mr. Rackham rustled up a bunch of us roustabouts to help unload it, way earlier than we usually be out. Yeah, I remember that morning. It's almost as much as the bonus pay we got for the early hours.
Did you find out what was in it?
I don't think we paid it much mind. It was rare, but people did die at sea back in those days. Although saying that, they'd usually be buried at sea too. I don't remember any fanfare about it, but it must have been someone important in there.
Or something. Still fishing?
You won't believe this, Mac. Squibb's record was ruled invalid. He was overheard down at Spinelli's bar boasting about how he put ball bearings inside the Pencosa to make it heavier. Can you believe the nerve of some people?
Oh my gosh.
Despicable things they'll do.
It means I'm right behind you, buddy. Just one lucky catch, and I'll be bumping you down to second place.
I believe in you, Ned.
Is that a grill you've got there, Ned?
14 hours out here would give anyone an appetite. I'm not giving up just yet, but it'll be supper time soon. You're welcome to join me.
Do you miss working on the docks?
I wouldn't give up fishing for it, but I have good memories of those times. Good, honest teamwork. Working outdoors, singing shanties, and swapping stories. Though to be honest, some of the tales they tell may have been a little exaggerated.
Catch you later, Ned.
See you around, Mac.
I had more important things to focus on than my stomach. It was a small metal grill currently unlit, just big enough for one fish.
Oh, what a piece of junk.
Oh, no,
So much
her
as
press
a
is
nudge and the
broken.
whole thing locks up. Work, damn you!
Wonder if this might be related to like getting us a board full of letters. Oh, there goes a spring.
That almost hit me.
Almost isn't good enough. A few inches over and we could have had a lovely headline about a gory workplace accident.
What seems to be the problem?
The till coil snapped off and almost had my eye out.
Your eye?
Can you believe it? I try to get a story that's fit to print and instead the printing press has a fit. Why can't I get one of those electric machines like they've got at the New Orleans Post?
Without a third spring, the printing press appeared to be unbalanced and had jammed in place.
Maybe if I put that there.
There was no way I was going to get past the newspaper editor to get it. Besides, I didn't know how to operate it.
Spring or something. I forget that's a toggle, not a hold.
Of all of the papers pinned to the board, one article stood out to me. It showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the docks with a headline declaring he'd just broken the island's heaviest catch record.
Oh, there's one here. A ferryman. What are their puppets?
Yeah.
The puppet show hadn't started yet. Set up on the
Gosh.
seafront was an elaborate carved wood puppet theater with Pulcinella painted across the top.
Really blue balling us to this puppet show.
Hello, my name's Murphy McCallan.
Hello, chum. Looking to hire a ferry?
Maybe?
Then come set sail with Crab McCready, when a ferry's really what you needy.
Crab's breath hit my face like a custard pie, a cloud of air reeking of cigarettes and stale beer.
Look, here's a promotional flag, so you can keep me in mind.
Flag?
I'll treasure it.
Now, I can take you anywhere on the coast. Where are you looking to head to? Do you have a partner or an illicit liaison in mind? I do a very romantic sunset cruise.
Is this your ferry? It looks like it's held together with spit and glue.
That's right, but rest assured, my spit is remarkably viscous. You find yourself aboard the Creaky Crab 2. I am her captain, Crab McCready. I get most of my business ferrying over to the mainland when the tide's covered up the causeway.
Are you a member of the Captain's Club?
Oh, they banned me, those pompous buffoons. That Felix is full of himself.
What happened?
There used to be a club parrot called Squawkin' Hawkins, until he was taken away. Bird-napped, I'd say. See, I'm a big bird lover. They're very intelligent creatures, and I used to try to teach him poetry. Well, Felix Greer wasn't having none of that. I think he was getting jealous that the bird had more brains than him. He kicked me out. Well, I got a little upset, like anybody would. Words were exchanged, loudly, and he told me I wasn't welcome back. The cheek of it. Kicking me out when I'm a hard-working captain. That landlubber would get seasick using a washcloth.
Why do you like birds so much?
They're the sailors of the sky. Even the ones that can't fly. You tell me, have you ever looked an emu in the eye and not felt a sense of kinship? Seen that look that says it wants to explore beyond the horizon?
I've never imagined an emu thinking anything different to that.
I love anything with a beak, except platypuses. Don't get me started on them. Now, I take it upon myself to look after the feathered friends on this island. Squawkin' Hawkins now lives on a perch on my balcony. I have a name for every seagull that flies over Dead Nettle. And I look after Doris.
Doris?
Doris the chicken, over at Baxter's Mill.
Yeah.
What happened to the Creaky Crab 1?
That's it over there, with its bow peeking out of the water. I was out in the bay last Mardi Gras and looked down into the inky depths. Honest to God, I saw a mermaid staring back at me. I rushed back into Dead Nettle with such fervour I forgot to slow the engine once we reached the docks.
Was it really a mermaid you saw?
Nah, turned out I forgot to take my wig off from the costume contest that night, and I'd just seen my own reflection.
Oops. Who amongst us has it?
I'd like to hire your ferry.
Sure. Give me a map of where you want to go, and I'll see if I can get you there. I'm the best ferryman this side of the Gulf. From Baton Rouge to the Bermuda Rectangle. I'm your man.
I thought it was called the Bermuda Triangle.
Well, sure it is now. Ever since one of its sides mysteriously disappeared.
I'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
It was the cotton flag that Crab, the ferryman, had given me, embroidered with his company logo.
Oh, there's some.
Oh, look who's returned.
You figured out I'm
Good
not
evening,
captain.
Felix.
Remind me, did you say your name was Captain Knott?
My pseudonym. That's right, for marketing purposes.
Because I've been doing some research in the club archives, and it seems as though we already had a Captain Knott as a member about 10 years ago.
That would be my father, Captain Knott Sr. I'll pass on a hello next time I see him.
42 years as a captain, sailed each of the 7 seas.
That's the one. More at home on the waves.
It says in the records that he's deceased.
Might be harder than expected to pass on that hello, actually.
Drowned, apparently.
A mighty struggle.
While taking a bath.
Mainly a struggle with the plug, really.
Look, I'm on to you, Sonny. When Mr. Perkins gets back tomorrow, we'll be having an investigation. Captain Knott, or not a captain.
And until then?
Enjoy the club.
The elevator?
Yeah.
I didn't need to do that again.
Oh, we got some
Avast,
captains.
mateys! Shiver me timbers! 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, me hearties. Yo-ho!
What on earth are you talking about?
I think your lighthouse might have lured in a loon, Moot.
I thought you were captains. Isn't this how captains talk?
Not outside a Treasure Island novel. You expect us to carry parrots on our shoulders, too?
Yes.
I tried that once in my life, and all I got was excrement down the back of my blazer.
Oh, right. Good evening.
It's about time you got here. I've been waiting for you.
You have?
Darn right. Give me another sarsaparilla and be quick about it.
No, I'm not a waiter.
You're a captain? They keep getting younger and younger. Do they give you a free pair of floaties with your license nowadays?
Are you a captain?
I was, a long time ago. Captain Cuthbert Moot's the name. Now I'm the island's lighthouse keeper.
How come you're not captaining anymore?
I had a bit of a bump with a lighthouse.
Oops.
If only lighthouses had some way of warning you they were there. The lighthouse keeper's nostrils huffed like a bull about to charge at a matador.
After I crashed the ship, I lost my job with the Belmore Trading Company. What's more, I was taken off the Belmore wedding guest list. Life's been one disappointment after another ever since. I used to be a king of the waves. Now I'm a bigger wreck than my ship.
How did you not see the lighthouse?
I was busy at the time. What are you, the captaincy board?
But you managed to keep your captain's license?
In a manner of speaking, the captaincy board has a sense of irony. After I crashed into the lighthouse, they made me take the job of lighthouse keeper to maintain my credentials.
Then shouldn't you be at the fort if you're the lighthouse keeper?
Oh, it's a dreary place, and there's a damn fleabag cat there that won't leave me alone.
Aw.
Anyway, it's a clear night. If the fog comes in, I'll switch the light on. Otherwise, I'm staying right here.
What's wrong with the cat?
Blacktail, you see these scratch marks on my nose? The damn thing jumps for my head every time the badge on my hat catches the light.
You worked for the Belmore Trading Company?
Once upon a time, I was the captain of the SS Mysterium, flagship of the Belmore Trading Company fleet. I've captained more ocean voyages than you've taken baths. I might look like I should be hawking fish sticks at a market stall, but back then, I was at the top of my game, enjoying the finer things in life. Caviar in the finest restaurants, champagne at the finest resorts, dressing in the finest tuxedos. Oh, one little bump threw my whole career down the plug hole.
I take it the Captain's Club doesn't compare.
It did once upon a time. This place used to be a model of a club. Now the only thing it'd be modeling would be a cardigan and a girdle.
So you weren't invited to the Belmore wedding?
No, I was snubbed. Years of captaining their flagship, and then I get forgotten like a dirty sock. I tried to convince Mrs. Craddock to add me to the list, but she's got a heart colder than a penguin's behind.
I was invited to the Belmore wedding.
What? You never told me that.
You never asked. Yeah, not a direct invitation from the Belmores, but I was invited as a +1.
Who invited you?
A little lady named Tallulah LaRue.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Why didn't you go?
Because she scared the hell out of me.
Isn't it lucky that you didn't go to the Belmore wedding?
Lucky? How by Neptune's beard could you call that lucky?
Because the whole wedding disappeared. Their lives were stolen from them, their souls trapped in a tormented house for eternity. If you'd have been there, you'd have disappeared too.
Oh, it just would have been nice to feel included. That's all.
Is there a way into the fort?
Not without the key, and I'm the one in charge of that. Do you know the reason for the big walls, the sturdy gates, the barrels of gunpowder, and the big boomy cannons? To keep people out!
Can you turn on the lighthouse beacon?
I don't know if you know how lighthouses work, but they only need to be lit up when visibility is low. As far as I can tell, it's a clear night, so until I see fog pouring through that window, I'm not doing a thing.
Okay, we need to.
I better be off.
So long.
Probably gonna need to get that on at some point. We don't really have a reason right now.
Good evening. My name's Murphy McCallan.
Good evening. Captain McCallan. Captain Gifford Pemberley at your service. That's right, I expect you've heard of me. Master of the Mississippi, tamer of the Tennessee, cuddler of the Colorado. Care to hit the table with me?
I'll join you in a game. What are we playing?
Billiards.
Should I set her up?
It is set up. This isn't American billiards, boy. We're playing English billiards. A fine game which requires only 3 balls. A white for me, a yellow for you, and a red we share.
I haven't heard of English billiards before.
I learned it when I toured the gambling halls of London back in 1922. It's a game with far more depth and skill than pool or snooker. Points are awarded not just for potting, but by the flair with which strikes are accomplished. More points can be earned with a fanciful shot than by a simple pocketing.
So I'm not trying to get the balls in the little holes?
Look, I think we might be a bit out of your depth with this.
Uh-oh.
Why don't we keep it simple? The winner is the one who can bounce the red ball off the cushions the most times.
I can do that.
Then let's play. I'm afraid it'll have to be with dry cues. For some reason, the billiard chalk
where'd it go?
I wonder how that happened.
Sevens! Something to be proud of.
Three.
Not quite.
Yeah.
Threes. Too bad, Captain McCallan. It seems my standing as champion of the Captain's Club continues.
Hello again, Captain Pemberley.
Welcome back, Captain McCallan.
Are you a famous riverboat captain?
You haven't heard of me?
I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of experience with riverboats.
Don't tell me you're one of those jelly-legged sea captains.
Jelly-legged? At least we sea captains do proper sailing, with charts, by the stars, across vast seas and oceans, hundreds of miles from land. You riverboat captains only have 2 directions, upriver or downriver.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't understand the perils of the riverways. I got my start in Baton Rouge. All I needed to do was teach the Mississippi that I was its master. If it wasn't going to do as it was told, it would get a damn good spanking until it fell in line.
Have you been a member of the Captain's Club long?
I'd say so. I got my license when I was 25. When my uncle Augustus passed away, I sold his gumbo restaurant and purchased a diamond of a riverboat. I ran pleasure cruises up the waterways of Devil's Rock for years.
Are you still a captain?
Technically, but it's hard to put into practice when you no longer have a boat.
What happened?
I got a little overconfident drinking whiskey and gambled my riverboat away years ago. My wife left me because she said I had a gambling addiction, but I still think I can win her back.
Were you the former captain of the Spirit Queen?
Yeah.
That's the one, dear boy.
So you must be interested in ghosts.
I beg your pardon.
Having named your riverboat the Spirit
I don't
Queen.
think that's kind
It's
of
not
spirit.
named after ghosts, boy. It's named after bourbon, gin, tequila, whiskey. Those are the spirits that haunt me.
I'm sorry to tell you this, but the Spirit Queen burned down.
Oh, what a sad day. I knew it would happen sooner or later. It was that damn fool Moray, wasn't it? He never loved her the way I did. She was 1 in a million. A personality as fierce as the Mississippi. A sway when she moved that could hypnotize any man. And curves in all the right places.
Are we still talking about a boat? Are you going to patch things up with Mrs. Pemberley?
Oh, I'm trying. I had a bouquet of flowers delivered to her this morning.
Is there a florist in Dead Nettle?
No, I just took them out of that window box over by Moot. Don't tell Felix, or they'll end up on my tab.
I'd best be running along. Enjoy your evening.
Farewell, Captain McCallan.
The trophy was a solid metal sphere in the shape of a billiard ball.
So we need to win the billiards game.
That trophy belongs to the club champion.
Oh.
And as I'm club champion, I'm telling you, hands off.
I'm gonna go out in the balcony. assume you'll have to do fog-related stuff out here.
It was an ornate iron window box. Unlike the others, this one had no flowers in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Empty of flowers, I could see that the window box was securely attached to the club's masonry.
Welcome back.
Good evening, Mr. Crumb.
How can I help you?
How come you're working so late?
Well, the wife's gone to visit her cousin Winnie for a few days. And if I stayed in my bedroom, I'd just start going loopy.
I'm looking for 3 keys.
No, unless they're the gem-encrusted keys to a lady's heart, I don't think I can help you. I'm a jeweler, not a locksmith.
Have you heard of something called the Coffin Stone? Jasper's eyes grew to double their size with a look of both excitement and fear.
How do you know about that?
I'm starting to think it's real.
I thought you didn't believe my tale about the ghost ship.
I do now.
Then I'm happy to tell you everything I know. Now, don't be telling anyone this, but I've read the captain's log. And the Coffin Stone was what murdered my great-great-grandfather's crew.
No.
Try telling people that a little bit of rock could allow a single pirate to overrun a galleon, and you're laughed at. But that's exactly what he says happened. 86 crew members, all killed by a magic stone. Their souls dragged from their bodies.
Who was wielding the stone?
A pirate called Captain Skelet. Truth be told, he wasn't much of a pirate for the first years of his career on the high seas. But almost overnight, he became the most feared gentleman ever to fly the Black Flag.
What happened to him?
Nobody knows.
And the stone?
Nobody knows that either. But if you hear anything, do tell me.
Are these fossils for sale?
Goodness me, you're the second person today to ask me about them.
Let me guess. The first one was a gentleman called Muffy?
I didn't catch his name, but he pressed his face up against the cabinet so hard he left nose prints on the glass. Wouldn't stop asking questions about where I found them. Seemed to think they were from here on the island. Didn't have the heart to tell him I brought them all back from a vacation in Grimstone, Arizona. Total time waster. Who was he anyway? Friend of yours?
Not exactly. His name is Muffy Carlyle.
Of the Carlyle Provincial Accounts and Joint Stock Corporation?
That's him.
You mean to tell me one of the richest men in the country was in my store? My store. Selling the finest watches, necklaces, jewelry, and rings? And all he wanted to talk about was rocks and bones? Excuse me. I feel a little faint.
Do you think I could buy a fossil?
You certainly can, if you can afford it.
Could I take it on account?
On account of what?
On account of me having no money. I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here if you need me.
What do you think of this necklace?
How quaint. Make it yourself?
No, I found it.
It's a lovely example of folk art, I would say. Whittled by a sailor would be my guess.
I think you're right. Is it worth anything?
Not a thing.
There is no way I could carry a fishbowl full of water and a live goldfish around with me. If I wanted it, the goldfish was going to need a new home first. A small glass fishbowl sat on top of a cabinet, the goldfish inside swimming around happily. The neck of the bottle was far too narrow for the pudgy little goldfish to swim through. It was the cotton flag that Crab, the ferryman, had given me, embroidered with his company logo. It was a screwjack, the type I'd normally see being used to hold up a motor car when changing its tire.
Could use that on the car, probably. I don't know if we need it.
Yeah.
I think the fishbowl could maybe be used for the crystal ball we need.
Yeah, that makes sense. Sounds like we might need a spring for the printing press.
Yeah.
Jacking up the corner of the table would have potted the ball quickly, but it wouldn't have made the ball bounce off the sides in the process.
Knife's got some billows.
Hello again,
We're
Felix.
getting tea
Hello again,
or
sir.
I guess that the printing press might be a lead toward our getting us a board of letters.
Yeah.
Make our own, maybe.
How's the club tonight?
Buzzing.
That lively, huh?
No, I mean I just had to remove a wasp nest from the gentleman's lavatory.
Is the elevator still not fixed?
It hasn't been fixed for the last 7 months. I doubt it will miraculously start working for you tonight.
How did it break, anyway?
The city council rented out the whole club one day for a meeting to discuss a new town seal. Some sort of insignia representing Dead Nettle's history and culture. Unfortunately, the mayor misunderstood the brief and showed up with a seal of the aquatic type. 2 fins, whiskers, a little tricorn hat, and the moniker Captain Snoops. Took the entire council to wrestle him back into the elevator and get him down to the docks. And it overloaded the motor. And do you know what the real cherry on top was? He got the animal wrong. Captain Snoops was a sea lion, not a seal.
What's the difference?
An I, an O, and an N.
Crab McCready told me you kicked him out of the club for teaching a parrot poetry?
Yes, that's quite correct.
That doesn't seem very fair.
You didn't hear the poetry. If I may regale you, there was a young man from Bombay. Took the slow boat to China one day. He was pinned to the tiller by a frisky gorilla, and China's a bloody long way.
I see.
Apologies if we're in disagreement
hear a
about
parrot's
whether that sort of
poetry.
material is appropriate for the captain's club.
Nope. Can't argue with that. Very fair conclusion. Do you have any tips for English billiards?
Is that what Pemberley's calling it? There is one bit of advice I can give.
Oh, really?
Use the pointy thing to hit the round thing.
I'd best be casting off.
Farewell, Captain.
Check.
The trophy was a solid metal sphere in the
I was wondering if it was like a cup and I could put the gold.
The trophy was a solid metal sphere in the shape of a billiard ball. The lighthouse keeper slumped in his chair, his face as weathered as the coastline he should have been illuminating.
Assuming there's something we need in the fort, we have to get it from that guy.
There was a small electric switch on the wall.
Oh yeah, that turns the fans off.
Yeah.
That'd probably help with like fog.
Mm-hmm.
The ceiling fans were off.
I need some sort of like dry ice or something.
Yeah, need a cigarette.
Oh yeah, that could be it.
Or dry ice, yeah.
We do have a bellows here.
Oh yeah, that'd probably help.
Yeah, so we could like start like a fire or something over here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that part of the flower bed's empty, so you can put some like tinder in there or something.
Yeah.
It was a handmade necklace of a wooden compass broken in two. What do you think of this necklace?
You'll have to give a lady more than that if you want to impress her, Murphy.
What do you think of this necklace?
You know, I think I've seen that before. No idea where, though.
I decided to leave Ned to his fishing. What do you think of this necklace?
That's some nice work. A lot of the sailors who worked the Belmore ships used to make things like that.
Okay. Oh, I wonder if maybe we can, like, take it to the sailor's body?
Oh, yeah, maybe. Father Foskett.
We've learned some things about him.
Good evening, Father Foskett.
Hello again, my child.
We three kings of Jackson Square, selling stockings a nickel a pair.
Oh, how drastic, no elastic, not very safe to wear. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
Are you prepared for the ceremony?
In every way, except one. I still haven't found my Bible.
Shouldn't you be looking for it?
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Furthermore, I have no idea where to look, but I would very much like to see it returned to me.
I best be heading off.
May God be with you.
Good evening, Colonel.
What?
Oh, yeah, he doesn't have
Potatoes,
his...
onions, and corned beef. Delicious.
Someone stole it.
Yes.
Forget who exactly.
I needed to think of something else.
Oh. Oh, Tallulah's gone.
Yeah, where'd she go?
As I descended back into the cellar, the lack of mechanical noise quickly revealed that the barrel lift was no longer working.
I have to zap with lightning again.
The fuse box was affixed to the wall. With all the damp in the cellar, I questioned how safe it was. Looking at the fuse box, it was clear to see why the barrel lift no longer moved. The fuse had blown, taking the small glass cover with it. With questionable regard for my own safety, I pulled the damaged fuse from its socket.
That'll come in very handy.
Mm-hmm. Got the chamber pot back.
I took the chamber pot back off the machine.
Maybe use this as a new home for the
fish. Yeah. I could see that.
Anything happen in the music room? Ezra.
I didn't have anything to talk to him about.
No conversation started. No icebreakers.
A shovel.
I had nothing else to say to the gardener. Do you mind if I borrow this shovel?
Oh, go right ahead. I already dug up those naughty thorns. It's funny, even when things are dead, they can still cause trouble. Just look at us ghosts.
You can help the gravedigger dig more graves now.
Yeah. I wonder if we might have to, like, bury a fossil at some point for Muffy to...
Oh, yeah, that would make sense.
I don't know, something happens.
I wonder where the maid went.
Abigail's ghost was once
she's
again back in her bedroom, now fully consumed by the wicked spell Rackham had trapped her in. The minutes left before he married her were falling away like dominoes. Abigail wasn't wearing the other half of the necklace, but from the corner of my eye, I noticed that her reflection was.
Interesting.
The contrast between the bride and her reflection was clear. While the bride in front of me buried her face in sadness, her reflection was clearly at the dawn of the happiest day of her life. If only she knew what was to come. The necklace I was carrying exactly matched the one around the neck of the bride's reflection. This must have belonged to the sailor. It was time to reunite it with its other
Now
half.
maybe you use it on the corpse. That's funny. Oh, okay, no, you just put it. Give it to her. No, gosh. Stepping out of the mirror.
As the reflection disappeared back into the mirror, I looked at the dresser and saw that something had been left behind. A small ivory comb.
Oh.
I didn't think Abigail would mind if I took the comb with me.
We take the cake.
It was going to be best to leave it there.
But I'm hungry. I need some dessert.
Yeah.
It was an ivory comb.
Yeah.
The globe looked more decorative than functional, like a chihuahua with a bow tie.
No ghost boy.
Mm-hmm.
Probably still salty.
The trunk was empty.
Defeat of him.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing behind the curtains.
Oh, yeah, now we can, no. We don't need to go back to the sailor, I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
We have the comb.
It was an ivory comb.
Yeah.
Nope.
Silly John, skeletons don't have hair.
That's true.
At least I don't think so.
I feel like you need some amount of skin to have hair. So if you're reduced to skeleton. We have been back here.
Yeah.
Bird. There's a parasol.
Oh, yeah. How'd that get up there?
The parasol had landed decidedly out of reach. An old carriage wheel sat discarded in the grass. The wheel was too heavy to move.
I don't know why we do
Nope.
this, but, I want to use that for something.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
What's going on?
oh it's that girl.
Yeah. I wonder if she's having like a tea party with the ghost boy.
Oh,
I know
that
those
would
two know each other.
That's right.
She's got her
it's you
fucking
again.
head.
Mallory, what are you doing here on the Belmore estate? I thought all the locals were too scared to wander around here.
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm having a tea party for my birthday. Happy birthday to me.
How cute. And what are you talking about with your new doll?
Our strategy for conquering mortal civilization.
Right.
It's rude not to introduce yourself, you know.
Mallory, have you been practicing ventriloquism?
Are you calling me a dummy?
You can talk?
I'm a head. Talking is one of the few things I can specialize in.
I didn't know that.
You didn't ask. My name, now that you're listening, is Sir Edward Teddington. Or as Miss Wisp here calls me,
Shrunken Ted.
You're not doing very much tea drinking at your tea party.
I couldn't get a handle on the
Tea
physiology of it. No arms, hands, or esophagus makes this a little trickier than it used to be.
And I am drinking it. Watch.
Not a fan?
Maybe it's an acquired taste.
But an important one to acquire. Tea was the fuel of the British Empire.
Then maybe it would be better in a gas tank.
Mallory was handling the teacup with the tentativeness of a toddler being given castor oil. May I have a cup of tea?
Nope.
Now, Mallory, what were we saying about manners?
Oh, yes, right. How do I put this delicately? I'm afraid this is a private engagement exclusively for the Sisterhood of Darkness.
Precisely. Remember, we may be planning on enveloping the world with a new totalitarian empire led by yourself as queen, but that's no reason to be impolite. Manners cost nothing. However, in this case, it is a private engagement.
Could I have your teacup if you're not drinking it?
I am drinking it! Well, I would if it didn't taste so bitter.
Mallory, you shouldn't be inside the Belmore estate. Don't you know about the disappeared wedding?
You're asking a little girl about murder, black magic, and broken hearts?
Sorry, I don't want to give you nightmares.
Are you kidding me? I love this stuff! I wrote a paper on it last semester that prompted a parent-teacher intervention.
Haven't you seen the Phantom?
The grumpy guy in the tall hat? Yeah, I've seen him through the windows of the house.
Doesn't he give you nightmares?
Sure does, but those are the kind of dreams I like.
Do you know Sebastian Bach?
Unfortunately.
Why didn't you tell me?
I did.
Okay, yes, you did, but didn't you think it was worth mentioning he was a ghost?
I didn't think you'd be interested. Most grown-ups just don't believe me.
So you can see ghosts?
Ugh, I wish I couldn't. Most of them don't shut up, wailing through the windows all the time. Sebastian's the worst, the booger-brained bighead. Thinks he knows everything.
But the ghosts weren't visible until I cast the summoning spell.
To you, maybe. I mean, they're a lot more visible now. They were just shadowy, glowy things before.
The fact that I conducted an occult spell seemed to be lost on her. Knowing what I did about her, she probably did the same every day before breakfast. It was Sebastian that made you get the tin boat. He altered the toy catalog.
I knew it! Well, that's it. He's going to the top of the hit list once I'm queen of the universe. If you see him, tell him Pock's in for a shock.
So, Ted, that whole time I was carrying you around in my pocket...
Picking me up and stuffing me inside your vest without even a good evening? That's the living for you nowadays. Rude.
I'm very sorry. I've just never encountered a shrunken head that could talk to me before.
Maybe you have, and you just never introduced yourself.
I suppose, but I can't go around introducing myself to every inanimate object that I'm carrying on the off chance that they're supernaturally possessed, can I?
Did you just call me an object? That's objectification right there.
How did you end up as a shrunken head, Ted?
Can you believe this, Mallory? Asking about physical impairments just as brazenly as you like.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was a sore subject.
Well, I'll tell you anyway. Me and the old boys were embarking on a race to the Caribbean, known as the Coconut Rally. 14 days, 14 islands, with only what you can carry on your back to sustain you. It was all going so well, until day 9, when I was told to seek out a tribe of pygmies. Perhaps I got a bit lost, because the village I found was populated by villagers of average height.
Didn't that clue you in that you were in the wrong place?
I thought maybe they were just exceptionally tall pygmies. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, you know. They were a very welcoming people, filling me up on pork and bananas, a nice hot bath in a pot they hung over the fire. But it turns out they held a different philosophy when it comes to head placement and proportion. Still, no use grumbling. That's not the British way. Stiff upper lip That's what we need.
Ted, how did you end up on Devil's Rock?
I was brought back here on a merchant ship by a strange man in a top hat who settled on me as a souvenir. Can you believe it? The indignity of being swapped and saying I was only worth 2 chickens.
I'd say at least 3.
Exactly.
And now you're helping a little girl take over the world, Ted?
Look, I was a little late getting in on the British Empire, and now its height has passed me by. I don't want to miss out again. This is my opportunity to get my foot on the ladder of a new attempt.
More like your chin on the ladder.
Very funny. You know, I have other interests too. You really need to get to know me as a person. I'm very well-rounded.
Of course you're round. You're just ahead.
The jokes just keep coming, don't they?
Well, I'll leave you two to your plans.
Long live the sisterhood!
A bone china teapot sat at the center of the table. It was perhaps the first time in decades the gazebo had been used for a tea party. Mallory's teacup sat undisturbed in front of her. She stared at it with a scowl that implied its choice of flavor was a personal slight. Do you mind if I take this?
Good idea. You can be my butler.
We have a spoon. Our
It was a
inventory's
small
filling
silver
up.
teaspoon.
Yeah. Got arrows now, but I guess don't need them yet, but very soon. Get some molasses to sweeten her.
Oh, yeah.
Scoop it off the ground. Ew.
I dunked the teaspoon into the molasses.
Then we bribe the kindergarteners and use them for espionage.
Shh, shh, shh. He's back.
That was going to be better in her tea. The teapot was empty.
What did you just put in my tea?
Try it now.
Careful, Mallory. It could be poisoned.
Does this dope look smart enough to brew poison?
Good point. He'd probably give it a taste test. Bottoms up, my girl. Drink on.
Mmm. Hey, that tastes pretty good.
I thought you'd like it.
Sure did. I drank the whole cup.
Let me clear this away for you.
Good, butler. You shall be spared the dungeons.
Oh, you got a teacup.
Yeah.
It was a small porcelain teacup with leftover tea leaves at the bottom. It was a faulty fuse. Inside the glass tube, I could see the wire barely hanging on. I didn't want to damage it any more than it was.
Oh, I hear the sounds of a pathetic, sad creature.
Meow. Look who it is.
It's this one.
Meow.
Welcome
You
back.
smell like cat.
She does.
The chamber pot would make a respectable new home for the fish, but I knew Jasper wouldn't be happy seeing me disturb her.
Yeah, I need to distract him. First I wanted to see if he had any thoughts on that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't need to show him that.
Guess not. Oh, Daisy. What about you? Oh, dear. Hey.
Would you be able to polish my brooch again?
Goodness me. What have you been doing with it?
Oh, you know, just the usual wear and tear.
I don't know how anyone does this much tearing while wearing. But hand it over and we'll shine her up.
With Jasper distracted, it was time for his fish to move into its new porcelain throne home. Hopefully it didn't suffer any indignity at the change of residence, but then, being a goldfish, it would probably soon forget anyway.
Flip that in my inventory.
Yep, there he goes.
Here you go. I've wrapped it in a little tissue paper this time so it doesn't get dirty again.
Thank you.
But really, sir, this many polishings in one night might be approaching my limit. I certainly understand the appeal of a good flash, but I don't know how many more times tonight I can cope with this.
There was no reason to use the microscope without something to magnify.
Once I get something that needs to be magnified.
It was a sheet of semi-transparent tissue paper.
I bet we can use that with the printing press when it gets...
Oh, yeah.
Granny, why are you in a chamber pot? Oh, right.
So we got the fishbowl and we have the tea leaves. I assume the fishbowl is what we need for...
It was a small goldfish bowl, now sans goldfish.
So maybe we need to do something to it first before...
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That wasn't going to work. I needed to think of something else. I didn't need to drive the car.
Oh, okay, there's a place for a fuse.
Without a second fuse installed, the dial refused to turn. The generator looked like a death trap. I wasn't touching it without good reason.
Or if you've got to be bold.
I didn't need the fuse. An electric fan blew air across to the rum runners as they struggled with the Louisianan humidity. A silver collection plate sat on the crate. It wasn't doing much collecting anymore.
We need the cold there to...
yeah.
These guys chilly.
It was a hand crank that I deduced was used by the rum runners to start up their decrepit jalopy outside.
Okay.
I didn't need to warm my hands on the stove. It was already a humid night, and the fire was more useful at keeping bugs away from the shack than keeping anyone toasty.
I think where we might find a spring.
Yeah.
Do we have anything in our inventory that contains a spring?
It was a screw jack, the type I'd normally see being used to hold up a motor car when changing its tire. It was an empty soda bottle I'd found on the beach. It was an empty vacuum flask, used to insulate drinks so they stayed hot or cold.
We get something cold.
Yeah.
It was the cotton flag that Crab, the ferryman, had given me, embroidered with his company logo. It was the cotton flag that... It was a sturdy shovel spattered with dirt.
Shovel? Help?
Would you like some help digging?
I don't need your help, Sonny. I'll have you know I've got the body of a lumberjack.
You do?
Yeah, it's one of the ones I need to bury tomorrow.
The stitching was too tight to undo with my hands. Pressing into it, I could feel the seat's springs right below the worn material.
You don't say.
Deciding the jalopy was so beat up that a little more damage wouldn't be noticed, I cut open the stitch. I pulled the spring from the ripped seat cushion.
Nice.
You were built for this. Do it!
Maybe this will help?
What do you think you're doing?
I fixed it for you.
I'm going to need to recalibrate the whole thing now.
No need to say thank you.
You're lucky. There's something fishy about you, Murphy McCallan. I can smell a story on a person like rotten eggs in an egg salad. And currently it's the 4th of July summer picnic and someone forgot to put the bowl in the refrigerator last night.
I picked up the freshly printed sheet of paper.
Okay, well, there's letters.
Yeah.
It was a typesetter's calibration sheet.
That's good enough for
Yeah.
Put it on a board. We still got our green.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to Madame Planchette, see if her stuff is good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
There's a chalkboard.
The chalkboard was blank, presumably waiting a decorative welcome for the infernal marriage of an evil phantom to his cursed bride. A decorative chalkboard stood by the door.
Welcome back, Murphy McCallan. Take a seat.
I've brought you the tea leaves.
Wonderful. That will work to contact Yardley. Be quiet now, Murphy. I need to concentrate. Yardley Belmore, heed our plea. Where was your life stolen from thee? I sense a crypt, deep below the ground, where Yardley, unknown to him, has been drugged. Among alcoves of the dead, Yardley is still alive. Still alive as brick by brick, he is being entombed within the crypt. The drug may wear off, but he has no means of escape. Trapped! Look at the painting!
He got Amontillato'd.
It sure seems that
Yardley's
way.
body is still bricked up inside that crypt. The sanctuary crypt. You must find a way inside. There is a tunnel, once used for safety, but now used for salvation. Something in Yardley's bedroom will help you.
Okay. Door gonna open.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can go in there.
Is this good enough?
Will this work as a crystal ball?
Considering our circumstances, we will have to make do. Xavier Belmore, hear our cry. Where does your mortal body lie? I sense a cave on the island coast. Waves thrashing, wind howling, and two figures exploring its darkest depths. Xavier and Rackham. Rackham has lured Xavier here, promising an unparalleled expedition to the bold adventurer. But it's a trap. I sense Rackham fleeing the cave, leaving Xavier as the water rises and rises and rises. Look at the painting.
This feels very Haunted Mansion to me.
Yeah.
Xavier's body still lies in that coastal cave. I feel much danger there, but you must get a boat and cross the sea to reach it. I sense something in Xavier's bedroom might help you locate it.
I found something that could be used as a spirit board.
Yes, that will work, even if it will take a lot of concentration on my part. Cecil Belmore, we now implore, where do you rest forevermore? I sense a hidden place. A laboratory known only to Cecil. A secret refuge for study and invention, and desperate attempts to reconcile science and the supernatural. But he has been followed. Unknown to Cecil, someone lies in wait in the darkness and is about to look at the painting.
About to look at the painting.
Cecil's body lies in a hidden laboratory, and you must find it. Cecil never told anyone where he conducted his work, but in happier times he created a treasure hunt for his brothers, were they ever to seek him out. That is your lifeline, Murphy. Follow the trail of clues to reach that laboratory. I sense the first clue lies in Cecil's bedroom.
I could never have guessed. All right. I feel like this is how my brother and me is going to end someday.
Yeah.
Just a series of Grizzlies murders.
Yes.
All right. What's in Xavier's room? Oh my.
I think this might be the Explorer.
Yes.
I reached up and took the map from the frame.
Take the gun.
Yeah.
As best as I could tell, this was a genuine pirate treasure map. The island I recognized as Devil's Rock, but what stood out to me was the large X in red ink on the southern coast, marked Crossbone Cove. At least I hoped it was ink.
Oh, someone's back. No respect for gaming.
Meow.
The latch on the trunk was broken. I would have to do without whatever was inside. It was a wooden trunk covered in stickers from far-off locales. Rio de Janeiro, Istanbul, Cairo, and Swanage.
Murphy, I need you to try harder to break into things.
Yeah.
I stared at the glassy black eyes of the bear rug. It didn't stare back. That was a relief. It was a bear rug. What was once a behemoth of the forest was now a rustic choice of interior decor.
Weaponry. Finally, Murphy's gonna have something to defend
Weapons
himself.
weren't my style. Besides, most of them were secured to the wall. The walls of the room were adorned with all kinds of unusual items collected from around the globe.
We should use this fish to win the contest.
Yeah.
So much cooler. Alright, so we got a map. We can get to the cove Or we might talk to that ferryman. Maybe he can take us to the
Yeah.
as well. He asked for a man. Okay.
I'd already carried a shrunken head around earlier that night. I didn't want to start a trend by lugging around other unnerving abominations. And I especially didn't want this one talking to me.
What's the cat doing? Just chilling.
Just chilling so far.
The bag was empty of everything but papers covered in an unintelligible scrawl. The books covered all manner of scientific subjects: magnetism, thermodynamics, chemistry, and much more, none of which I had the time or understanding to read. I searched through the pockets of the lab coat. To my surprise, I found something: a small silver coin. It was an old silver coin. At its center were 2 lines
Okay.
of text, but they were too small to read with the naked eye.
Magnifying glass for that, I bet. An apparatus.
The apparatus looked like the handiwork of a mad scientist. I thought it was best not to mess with it. Who knew what sort of reaction I might set off?
And save his ring. He's the actor. So.
Yeah.
Oh my. Everyone needs this many spotlights. Unless they're putting on a performance in here.
The chest contained only a myriad of theatrical costumes, not one of which I wanted to wear around the island. I had more urgent things to do than cozy up with a book. I opened the tap on the gas tank. Nozzles hissed, a cloud of cold mist billowed out, and from the machine
Mist?
came a
Cold
smattering
mist?
of dry ice. I couldn't pick up the dry ice with
I
my
was
bare
gonna say you
hands.
might need something
Yeah.
to put that in. Oh yeah, maybe the.
I collected the dry ice in the flask. That would keep it from melting, at least for the time being.
Nice.
The machine looked ready to operate. All it needed was a blast from the tanks. Looking good, Murphy.
Okay. So that's our first step from Xavier's then. Okay. Oh, look.
Oh, he's back.
He's got a toy.
Yeah.
Hello again, Sebastian.
Oh, it's you again.
Not playing hide and seek anymore?
I've outgrown it.
Sore loser, huh?
I didn't lose. You cheated. Anyway, I've moved on to this now.
A paddleball?
My mum found it for me after I told her I wasn't getting the tin boot I wanted for my birthday.
It's not even your birthday.
That doesn't matter. Anyway, what? Bet you can't do this.
The little brat had me there. Like hula hooping, unicycling, and stilt walking, my facility with a paddleball was on par with my ability to do other completely useless party tricks. Shouldn't you be getting ready for the wedding?
I'm not the page boy anymore. I've been demoted.
How did that happen?
Well, before I started playing with this paddleball, I found a marble in one of the bedrooms. A super-sized one, perfect for bombing.
Whose bedroom?
One of the guest rooms. Mr. Beaumont's, I think. He's certainly lost his marbles.
What did you do with it?
Like my dad taught me, I'm keeping mum on that one. All I'm going to say is that it was a big mix-up. Mrs. Craddock must have had her sense of humour surgically removed.
So, you think you're good with that paddleball, huh?
Better than you'll ever be. Just name a trick and I can do it.
Eyes closed.
Bet you can't do the paddleball with one hand behind your back.
Oh yeah? Watch this.
Hello, Sebastian. Bet you can't do the paddleball standing on one leg.
Easy peasy.
Hello, Sebastian. Bet you can't do the paddleball with your eyes closed.
Look and learn.
Just ruining this kid's day.
With Sebastian's eyes closed, I took out my scissors, and when the timing was right, snipped.
Cruelty to a child for no particular reason.
Hey, what happened to my paddleball?
The ball just snapped right off there. Maybe you need to practice a bit more. With any other child, I'd feel guilty. With Sebastian, it felt like evening out the cosmic balance.
I bet Mallory was behind this.
I don't know why I did that, but it was fun.
Yes. Being mean to children is
The
always
trunk
fun.
was empty.
Just what you do in an adventure game. Oh.
Okay, I
Got
thought
the
it
rubber
bounced into
ball.
one of the bedrooms, but it's out here.
I picked up the red rubber ball I'd cut from the paddle ball. It looked like a clown's nose.
He mentioned something about Mrs. Craddock.
Walking back into the ballroom, the throng of wedding guests had dispersed to their guest rooms, replaced by chairs and tables neatly set out on the dance floor. Preparations for the wedding were gathering speed like a boulder rolling down a mountainside, and I felt like I was smack in the middle of its path.
This child has been a bit of a brat to us, so
Good evening, Mrs. Craddock.
And we'll
Chairs
probably
at the
need
far
this ball
end,
for something.
tables on the left. Oh, it's you again.
Where have all the guests gone?
To their rooms to get ready. Here I am tidying up after the waltz while they just waltz away.
How long until the wedding begins?
Just a few hours. Oh, good gracious, a few hours. And there's still so much to do. I'm sorry, but I can't stand around chitter-chatting. There is much work to be done.
You seem a little stressed.
Correct. And with all due respect, and I'm sure we can both agree much respect isn't due at all, talking to you only makes it worse.
I heard you had a run-in with Sebastian Bach and his marbles.
Oh, goodness gracious. You must be talking about the marble he found in Mr. Beaumont's chambers, I presume.
That's right. What happened to it?
Well, that little deviant was supposed to be making himself useful as a page boy by watching over Mrs. Pritchett, our most elderly guest. Instead, with a single flick, Sebastian managed to bounce his marble off the skirting board, ricochet it off the chandelier, and land it right on top of Mrs. Pritchett's hairpiece.
Well, kids will be kids, I suppose. As long as he got the marble back.
It wasn't a marble at all. It was Mr. Beaumont's glass eye. And you know what he said? He said he was keeping an eye on her like he was told.
Oh, gosh.
You need to find a way to relax, Mrs. Craddock.
I don't think people realize how this job takes a toll on one's health. My doctor told me I need to rethink my diet, so I've decided to go more continental, by which I mean a glass and a half of wine with each meal and polishing off the bottle before bedtime. A la Francais.
Where's the wedding cake gone?
I had to hide it.
Hide it? Why?
Somebody had already helped themselves to a slice of cake. And I bet I know exactly who it was, Mr. McCallan.
Obviously, Sebastian.
Really?
Yeah.
Horrible pot
Yep.
boy.
Yep.
The knave with his hand on the tarts. Perhaps the Queen of Hearts had good reason for her framework of justice.
I heard you didn't send a wedding invitation to Captain Moot.
Well, of course he didn't receive an invitation. He was dismissed from his employment weeks before the wedding for crashing the flagship of the Belmore fleet.
He's very upset about it. Don't years of service outweigh one accident?
Accident? I suppose you never learned exactly why he crashed the ship, did you?
Actually, no, I didn't.
We discovered that Captain Moot used to invite ladies up to the bridge after hours. Dozens of ladies over the years. He'd take them on moonlit cruises around the island and, goodness gracious me, paint them with no clothes on. Draped over the ship's wheel, stretched out in the rigging, dangling from the anchor. Apparently, he must have gotten a bit too carried away with his brushstrokes on the final painting, because he didn't see the rocks the ship crashed into.
Ah, that would certainly be distracting.
Indeed.
I'll leave you to get on with your work.
How thankful I am for life's little blessings.
We met Mr. Beaumont. Base. No, that's Colonel Blue. Oh, that's good. Okay, we haven't met very many ghosts, so that might just be. Someone. We don't know. All right. I want to see if Sebastian is annoying these two now.
Then we stockpile the phys ed equipment and use the hockey sticks as swords.
Quiet, quiet. It's him again.
I didn't need to interrupt the tea party.
Okay. If he's going to bug them, it's not yet. All right. Got a bit of time left on stream, so we can start pursuing one lead, maybe.
Okay. And the lead is where the hell's the puppet show?
Yeah. Check this new one.
Crossbone Cove lay at the bottom of impassable rocky cliffs. If I wanted to reach it, I would need to get there by boat.
Okay. Yeah, so we need to boat for that. Let's go to the...
Oh yeah, we have the dry ice now.
Yeah. Probably also use this for fog, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I'm getting the shivers, boss. It feels like I got a brain freeze, and I ain't even slammed down a snow cone.
You don't got a brain to get froze. It is feeling chilly, though, ain't it?
That's the first sign of ghosts, boss.
Don't be a crybaby. But just for safety, what's the second sign of ghosts?
The ghost's presence begins to interfere with the electric fields, most commonly seen manifesting as flickering lights.
Nope. If flickering lights were what would scare the rum runners, it was time to do some rewiring. I turned the dial to redirect the electricity through the faulty fuse.
Boss! The lights are flickering!
That's gotta be a coincidence.
Or a sign of ghosts!
What did you say the third sign of paranormal activity was, Morris?
The tolling of a bell!
That's not what we can see. I don't think I don't think that counts as a bell.
Yeah.
It was an enigmatic statue holding a broken sword. The statue scowled at me like a disapproving teacher. The statue scowled at me like a disapproving teacher. Rows of old pews filled the church, some pushed carelessly aside to make room for more barrels. The top of the stained glass window consisted of 4 circles, each surrounded by 4 leaf-shaped pieces.
We should find a bell, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Or other. Okay, we have the coin. We could maybe. We could microscope, and then we could also go to the cove.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back.
What happened to your goldfish?
Yeah.
Could I use your
Still
microscope
jumping
to
out
look at this
there.
coin I found?
Oh, are you a fellow fan of numismatics?
I prefer the old ones.
Yeah, never mind. Go right ahead.
With the microscope calibrated, the coin's writing came into focus. It read, "Into the palm of a prince." The inscription must have been a clue in Cecil's treasure hunt. I just had to find the prince's palm he was referring to. I'd like to charter your ferry, please. I have a map here to... Huh? What's that?
Shh, quiet!
No!
Finally!
Finally.
Signore, signori, ladies and gentlemen, the magic and mystery of the theater comes together with the artistry of the craftsman. I was going to say that. You're interrupting me. You started it. This is very unprofessional. To present to you the fantastical battle between good and evil, a struggle between right and wrong. I just said that. The timeless tale of Pulcinella. I was supposed to announce the title.
Great show. Maybe it's time to wrap it up? I don't think I'd ever been brushed off by a puppet before. Hey guys, do you think you'll be finished soon? I was starting to dislike these guys.
Okay, so we can't leave on the boat until the puppet show's over now. I think it's the thing.
Excuse me?
These two crack me up.
About the ferry hire.
Yes, I'm afraid the ferry's engaged at the moment.
Because of the puppet show?
You got it. My favourite part's when they hit each other on the head.
All right. Well, we've seen the puppet show. Maybe we call it for an evening here.
Sure.
Then we can pick up our new leads next week.
Sounds good.
Good deal of progress this week.
I'm glad we got the puppet show.
I'm so happy we saw the puppets. We also were mean to a child.
Yes.
That was nice.
A very productive day.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll be back Monday with more Dog Airport.
Yes.
And then Wednesday with more Locomotive. And then we'll get back to this in a week.
Yep.